Hey folks, first of all, check out the find of the day from today. This awesome, amazing Native American chert axe. Look at that beast. Still razor sharp. Look at that thing. I'm working on a video of the past week's hunting, but this is probably one of the coolest pieces that's going to be in it. I still haven't cleaned this one up yet, but it really doesn't need much cleaning. But speaking of that, I'm going to show you guys how to clean rocks and find artifacts and find artwork. Let me show you some awesome examples that I've done in the past. This one here is the giant Native American head. It's all worked up out of chert. There's the nose, mouth, and eye. This is the first good one that I found that led me to looking for more. Finding these kind of pieces of artwork are almost more fun than finding arrowheads. This one looks like a little bird right here. This beak and its eye. This one looks like a bird. Find a lot of rocks that stand up. They're all worked up and look like a bird. Pretty cool. This one looks like it has a ram skull or a bull skull on it. I've talked about this one in my other videos. Let's see the top of the jaw with the eye right there, mouth, bottom jaw, horn that goes up. Possibly a bull right there. Little horse head. Awesome bird thing with what appears to be some kind of writing on it or something. And the black lines look like letters or of some sort. And this is all sharpened up. It looks like a big bird. Beak right there in the red eye. This is I thought this was a bone, but I think it's actually a piece of chert. Looks like either a deer head with the eye there, mouth in the front, nose, or maybe like a coyote howling. This one, I'm not sure, maybe like a porcupine or something. It's just a giant like handsaw type of deal, freeform looking arrowhead. Pretty colors. This one, I found two of these now. Bull head, horn there, another horn broken off. See that horn sharpened up. I found another big one of this, but I think I lost it. Can't seem to find it. Another bird statue. I find a lot of bird statues. See the beak and eye, wing right there. I just realized I've been wondering what this one was for a long time, but I looked at it last night. A goat or something. Yeah, I think it's a goat. That's what it is. I believe it is a goat. Yeah, they got those like sideways eyes like that. I'll clean this one up. So yeah, a lot of times you'll find these all covered in calcification. They're gonna be all white like that. You won't have any idea what it is, but sometimes you'll see that chert through there, and sometimes you'll see the colors in here to indicate some kind of artwork. And I'm gonna show you how to clean them up real easily. Little handsaw. There's a lot of little intricate art in here, like this one might be hard to see, but it looks like a snake head here. Snake, the top part of it goes there. This is the eye. And then the bottom part is all this shiny part right here. See all that? Nice to be able to clean them up. Intricate drill. I got a lot of arrowhead videos now. I'll keep them coming. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, please subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Alright, this one is a mastodon. This is one of the first ones I found. Probably found this one like 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. There's the nose here. The horn. But it's also a nice gut scraper there with that gut hook right there. Super razor sharp. It's got the galaxy of the rock in there. Found this one in Columbus, Texas as well. I almost forgot to mention the horned lizard. See the eye? A little saw on the back, all the serrations on the back there. I had one of these guys living in my front yard here in San Marcos. He lived in our little garden. I built him a little rock area. He'd run out of the hole every now and then to say hey, and then scurry back in. He actually came into the garage with me one day when I was working on my motorcycle. So I fed him some bugs. This is one of my favorite finds ever too. Like a little toy or something. It was all calcified up. But look how nice that is now. It's cleaned up. Pretty neat. Alrighty. Here are the artifacts, or the possible artifacts that I'm going to be cleaning. On the left I have all the bone, and on the right I have all of the chert. And the reason that I separate them is because the bone artifacts, when they start dissolving, they release this nasty like slime kind of stuff off of them and makes the water really dirty. And if you put the chert in with the bone, it causes the chert to get a little bit darker, and it makes it kind of nasty to clean them. So I would prefer to put the bone on their own. Sometimes you might mix a bone one up with the chert on accident, and you'll see what I'm saying. You can do them all together if you want, but I would just recommend doing the bone separately. And after a while, you can pretty easily determine what's bone and what's not. This one here is bone, obviously. Some of them aren't so obvious, like this one, I'm not sure about that. But the chert, you can usually see through it. You can usually see a little bit of brown in there. But see, I have all of these artifacts here, or just flakes and pieces. And a lot of times I clean up pieces that I don't think are anything, and then they reveal some serration, and you're able to determine if it is something or not. Here's an example of some of the bone artifacts that I've done in the past that turned out to be something. You couldn't see any serration at all. It was all like white caked up, but I threw it in the cleaning solution for a couple of days, and sure enough, look at all that serration. Same with this one. I didn't think it was anything, but it did have the shape of an arrowhead, and after soaking it and cleaning it, scrubbing it, became a lot thinner and sharper. Definitely resembles a possible artifact. So just get 2 separate buckets and fill them up just enough with vinegar. You can use the 5% acidity, but I like to use the 9%. It's a little bit stronger, so it speeds up the process. And the thing is, for ones that are pretty clean, like this giant preform, you don't want to put it in there for too long. So this one I might take out after like 10 or 12 hours. Just because I want to get it all off. But if you leave it in there for too long, it will dry it out. It'll dry out that chert, so just keep that in mind. If you have a really nice piece like this tomahawk that you don't want to mess up, you want to take it out and keep looking at it, lightly scrubbing it, making sure that you don't ruin that sheen on the chert. This one I had to keep putting back in just to get it off. Yeah, you put them in there too long, it kind of dries out the chert. This one dried out a little bit, but final step is start cleaning them. I like to put something like this on a drill. Makes it a lot quicker. You want to wear a glove on your left hand at least. You don't have to, but it gets pretty messy. Any kind of scrub like this from HEB or your local store would do, but it's good to have a metal brush for the parts that are hard to get off. Most of that calcification will come off. The stubborn stuff will still be on there, like that on the bottom there. But like this one here is already pretty much done. Actually doesn't need any scrubbing. After this, you want to set it in another bucket of water for a little while, and then we'll add some oil to it in the end. I use some kind of cooking oil, but probably use any kind of oil that's somewhat clear. Looks like an alligator head, huh? For this, I would recommend wearing some glasses, or some kind of safety glasses. this gets pretty messy. Looking pretty good. Right off the bat, this one kind of looks like a cow head. Alrighty, then you can end cleaning the rocks by drying them and adding some olive oil. And you want to basically completely douse them in it. Let them dry for a while. And if they dry out too much, go ahead and add a little bit more. You can use different types of oil. I've tried a few different ones, and seems like the olive oil so far works the best for me. I've tried gun oil and all different types, like vegetable oil, but the olive oil works pretty good for me. It's relatively affordable, and it goes a long way. So here's the aftermath. These are most of the flakes and pieces. Makes it a lot easier to go through and determine if you got any actual arrowheads or artifacts. And it helps you to look for some artwork. Like, for example, I forgot to mention this one from a previous video, a little bird. I find a lot of birds. You definitely want to look in an area near a river, a natural river, and or a body of water with potential Native American history. This one kind of looks like a bird, maybe not, I don't know. Just gonna zoom through them real quick. The bowl turned out pretty cool. Everything's still a little bit wet, but you just want to let it dry with that oil on there. This one turned out really cool. Lots of potential artwork on this one. I'm gonna have to look at it better under the magnifying glass. It's got a little blade on it. This is one of the coolest ones. It looks kind of like a cow head. Like there's the nose, ear coming down, eye. And it looks like this one is another one. Another cow head, see? Two cows together, possibly. Lots of birds. I do find a lot of birds out there. This one I believe is a bird. Got a weird triangle thing there. You turn around, it looks like a bird on that side too. Oh, this is actually another one of the coolest ones. Looks like an alligator head. See? Kind of looks like one on that side, maybe something else. But it's kind of possibly a spear. Not sure about this one. But it does look like an alligator head. This one turned out to look like some kind of red bird or something. Oh, check out this little tiny red bird. That one's pretty awesome, huh? Oh, this is a very notable mention. I just wanted to show you guys. I put this one in a previous video, but this was just a pointed scraper that I found when I first started looking in this area. And after I cleaned it with the vinegar and all that, I noticed there's an eagle painted on it. I did another video with a magnifying glass so you can see it better, but see there's his head there, brown body, white tail, wing going up and down, and it looks like he's holding like a baby deer or something, possibly some kind of animal. It's gonna be hard to see without the magnifying glass, but that's just an example of something awesome that you can find. You clean them. That looks like a giant bird there. I've had that rock forever. I just realized the other day it stands up that way. What else? Here's another one from another video. This started out as just a plain Jane rock, but I noticed some colors through it. And as I cleaned it, sure enough, there was a bird obviously painted on there. Yeah, that thing. But I didn't even know till literally today that there's something on this side too. It looks like a freaking dragon or something, huh? I was trying it both ways and it looks like a dragon either way. Like it's a big eye, nose there, mouth, ear. Or if you turn around this way, it looks like some kind of reptile too or something. These turn out cool. Look how thin that one is. Tip of a knife for a point. That's pretty cool. Little scrapers and stuff. I think this is a paleo spear. Where else I had something else like that somewhere, but you could just make out the points better in the scrapers and stuff like that. With them clean, especially if they're questionable. Like this one just seems more like a jawbone now that it's clean. They could have possibly sharpened that up, but it could have just been natural like that. It's not really a perfect example. I mean, you can't really tell on that one. I pulled this one out of the wall too. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. But anyways, I got, I don't know, probably about 15 or 20 videos so far, and just learning as I go and posting along the way. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.